Hello, welcome to this tutorial in Python. Today I was showing you how to create a text analyzer. The first thing I'll be doing is I'll be showing you how I set up the code, and then I'll be running through the code with you, and finally I'll be showing you the output of the code itself. Now what this text analyzer will do is it will go through each letter of the alphabet and it will show you how many times that letter appears within the text that we're analyzing. And then the second part is I'll be showing you how many times each word appears in the text that we're analyzing. And then finally I'll be putting them both together into a function so that when you run the function, it'll provide both the letter and the text and the word frequency in a nice long list. One thing I've got to point out is that we won't be importing any modules at all. We're just going to be using what's readily available within the Python environment. Also, this text is in English, so I have used the English alphabet. If your text is in a different language, you'll need to update the alphabet to reflect the language that the text is in, and I'll be showing you how to do that later on. First things first, let me just show you how I set it up. And very simply what I did is I typed in "welcome to this YouTube channel," and I've equated that to the variable a_sentence. And then what I've done is I've got rid of these capitals by typing in a_sentence.lower, so that will get rid of all the capitals, and I've equated that to a. So when we print a and run it, we can see "welcome to this YouTube channel," all in lowercase. The next thing I did was create this variable alphabet, and what I've done is I put the English alphabet in here, A to Z, with each element separated with a comma and put as a string. And if your text is in a different language, you'll need to change this part of the alphabet to reflect that. So if this text is in French, you'll need to put this in here as well, the French alphabet in here. If this is in Spanish, you'll need to put the Spanish alphabet in here, and so on and so forth. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find out how many times these letters appear within this text. And how we do that is we use a loop with the count function. So let me explain. So if I type a.count_i, what that does is that it takes this lowered sentence a, and we count how many times I appears within this lowered text, which is a. And what I is an iteration of this alphabet string here. So what this does is that for I in alphabet, so for each one of these elements in alphabet, it will run each element past this lowered string here, and then it will count how many times each element I appears within this text. And then what we'll do is we'll print the result. And what we'll do is iterate through the letters of the alphabet and printing the frequency as you go along. So if we run this, and you'll see my output on the right here, you'll see that's exactly what's happened. It's iterated through from A to Z in the alphabet variable, and then it's counted how many times each letter appears. So that's how you get the letter frequency. And the next thing we need to do is we need to get the word frequency of how many times each word appears here. And how we do that is we do the similar thing as we did above, but we have to split this sentence into individual components. So we split each word out of the string by using the a_sentence.split. And that will split by the spaces if you put nothing in there. So if we print words, what you'll get is everything split. You'll get "welcome to this YouTube channel" split by space. So now this 5-sentence string is now been split into 5 separate elements. And what we have to do is quite simply is run exactly the same loop as we did with the letter count, but for the words, and then when we run it, you'll get how many times each word appears within that text. So there is one problem here, and let me show you how. If I type in welcome to this YouTube channel and then run it, you'll see on the output on the right that in our output here, you'll see that welcome appears 3 times with a frequency of 3 times. We want that to only appear once with a frequency of 3 times. So we need to correct that error. And how that works is we create another blank list called unique words. And we're just going to get each unique word from this string and put it into here, using a loop again. So loops are amazing things. So if we then run through this with you, so we type in 4 words in words. So for each item within this split list here that we separated out into its individual words, if it is not in this unique words blank list, then it will put that word in the list. If it is, and then that's exactly what this does by using the append. However, if that word already exists in this unique words list, then it will just pass it. It won't add it. So in the first iteration of this for loop, welcome will be added to this unique words, but this second welcome and this third welcome won't, because it will already be in this list. And then for this second loop, we're just going to do exactly the same thing as we did for the letters, but we're doing it for the words. So, and it will be calling the unique words list, not the words with the duplicates in it. So if we run that, we can see here we have welcome said 3 times to this YouTube channel, each once. Whereas before we had welcome said 3 times with a frequency of 3 times. Right, so the next thing to do is if we say run them both together, we'll get a list of letters, each letters in the alphabet, how often they appear, and how often each of these unique words will appear. So the final thing to do is to put that all into one function where we just type in the name of the function and we get everything together. And that's exactly what I've done below. If I just grey these out. So here we go. So I've put them all within, I've put everything we've seen above into this function called text analyzer here. And so we've got our letter part here where we split out each letter and then got the frequency of it. Here we've split the word, the phrase here into its individual words. And then we have also appended the unique words into this unique words list here. And then we've run the same letter frequency after that, after we've separated out its unique words, to get the frequency of those words and how often they appear. So if we run that, we'll now have to type in the name of the function, text, and into the output, analyzer, with its bracket, and then press enter. And then you'll get your list here of how many times each letter appears and how many times each of the unique words appear. So I hope you've enjoyed that tutorial. Check out more of my tutorials and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching.